Do you want to overcome self-doubt, insecurity, fear, or stress? Do you really want to get out of your actual situation? Do you want to enjoy success until the end of your days? Then bear with me. Then I have something for you. Because I was exactly in that situation, and I got out of it because I found the solution and I found success. Hi there, I'm Sven Strunk. I'm living in Switzerland and I'm an inner process coach. I've not always been an inner process coach. In the beginning, I was a shy chemist working in a laboratory, and I was rather introvert than extrovert. I was not good with people. I was rather sarcastic than optimistic, and I was full of self-doubt. By the way, self-doubt is not that bad for scientists. And then I transformed myself into a successful CEO of a cosmetics company. And I enjoyed real success, and the company grew and prospered, and I grew and prospered with it. And I'd like to share what I learned along the way. The most important part was perhaps when I stepped out of purchasing, out of research into purchasing, and I stepped out of the science world into the business world. And I was genuinely shocked. I didn't understand anything. All the rules were different now. And just to give you an example, one rule in science is a rule of communication. Only give as much information as needed and no more. Only give information that is supported by evidence. Be as brief, clear, and organized as possible. And I communicated in that style, and I did not get the response I wanted. Some people just stared at me, not understanding. Others outright laughed at me. Oh, the little scientist. I mean, what do you want? And I was not only frustrated, I was internally furious because I was concise, I was clear. They just didn't get it. Now I had the choice: either 65 people transformed into a new scientifically communication style, or I changed. So I decided to change, and I looked around and I looked all at classes and lectures and courses and advice, and I took many of them, and in the end I was back to square one. I was like, this is not what I'm looking for, because what I heard all the time was like, either these are the behaviors of successful people, either you adopt these behaviors and then you'll have a success and you'll have a career, or you're true and authentic to yourself, and then you can be proud of yourself, but you won't have a career and probably you won't have success. But I still wanted to have success. And I mean, I didn't know what to do. And finally I took a course. I took a course in communication, which was meant for professionals who dealt with, in hospitals with mentally ill people. So I took that course, and that was a revelation for me. In that course I learned about the importance of the unconscious. I learned about the importance of like we look at stuff and we communicate. And the point is, it is not only about communication between people, it is also about communication within yourself. It is about your inner processes. So I learned that, and I applied that, and I applied it in my job. And I said in one negotiation, I was a staff person just to take notes. And then I discovered that these two negotiators, they didn't understand each other. And I saw that the one was a visual person and the other one was an auditive person. And so they used these visual and auditive terms, and the other one, I mean, they heard the words, but they didn't get it. So when I translated, all of a sudden the negotiation was unblocked and meant to a good result. And from that moment on, my boss looked at me as the wizard of communication. And that was its first step, by applying all these rules. And from that on, it went on and on and on, and had more and more and more success. Finally, I became CEO of a cosmetics company, and I led this cosmetics company to years and years and years of growth and success. And all of this did not come at the expense of an 80-hour work week. I had literally every single weekend for my family. I could do sports, I could enjoy time with my kids, and I could even write a travel guide. So I was leading a successful, happy, meaningful life. And then I took another step. I decided to leave business and become and teach what I had learned along the way. And I not only teach it, I'm also an inner process coach. So I help people with their inner processes, because the inner processes, they decide about failure or success. And if you want to grow your own and build your own personality and your business at the same time without being held back by insecurity, fear, self-doubt or stress, then I have something for you. I have prepared a web class which deals with exactly this topic. So if it is success what you want, then, and true success means not a high position and tons of money and a beautiful wife and a big car and people admiring you. True success means putting your ideals into reality, realizing your ideals. If you want that, if you want to be truly and honestly successful, then I have a web class for you. And if you click the link below, you'll get to a registration page. You just put in your name and your email address and you register for my web class. And I'll be happy to meet you in my web class and see you there. And this is for your success only.